studying medicine at Cambridge. It has its ups and downs. I'm standing now at the foot of the monolith that is third year, taking a break after all that is strictly preclinical and before I'm thrown into the sea of clinical. Cambridge. I've experienced your preclinical years, and now, as I take a step away from it all to pursue my specific interests, I have time to really reflect on everything you've taught me so far. You demystified the human body, lifted the veil on what I thought impossible to understand, and made it understood. You gave me the instruction manual so that I would know everything that's happening under my skin. I now have a mental schematic of all the processes that are occurring and the events that could happen that would tip the kindred balance. You taught me all the preclinical knowledge I need to be on strong footing when the first placement of fourth year comes around. The anatomy, the physiology, the pharmacology, and so much more. And all with the vigour of academics that are actually excited about their fields. And even more so about educating the next generation. You allowed me to realise what I was truly interested in, with your breadth and depth of knowledge presented. It's assumed no one will like the entire course, but that's what third year is for, I guess. To choose. Throughout the prior 2 years, being surrounded by the vast ocean of knowledge, I felt I never knew enough. But it's now, when I'm on dry land and I can confidently tell my peers what's happening in their bodies when they complain of an ailment. It feels magical to me to be able to connect a common, everyday occurrence to a physiological phenomenon, even knowing the cause of my Asian flush when I have a bit too much to drink. There's always an explainable reason, and you've taught me that. When you leave the ship docked at the port leading off the ocean of knowledge, only the most important information can be carried with you. Taking a step away from it all, I realised most things were perhaps not clinically relevant, but it was all there to deepen my understanding of the remaining knowledge that was. And now, with a different perspective, away from the centre of the storm, I realise I did actually understand what you've taught me. As much as I grumbled, trying to cram all this information into my head, I yearn for more. Although sometimes I really do question the utility of the extraneous information being given to me, whether any of it will be useful when I'm practicing as a doctor, or rather, would it lead to action paralysis at the foot of a patient's bed, not knowing what to do. Nevertheless, I wouldn't have traded a single moment. All the idiosyncrasies of the course, all the suffocating workloads, and the persistent defiance against the encroaching 21st century with all your old-fashioned ways, for all the hardships you've put me through, I would not change it for the world. Here's to the clinical years to come.